Is a medical doctor and an ordained minister, and combining the best of both worlds when it comes to healing. Her website, Dr. Susan's Healthy Living, touches millions of people on a monthly basis. 30,000 prayer calls come in each and every month. 1.5 million people receiving prayer every year. And she joins us today with not just some healthy tips, but some really inspiring things about how God heals and moves in the dimension of healing. Good to have you with us, and really amazing, to see the kind of interest there is and the kind of traffic you're getting with respect to healing. I want to ask you, coming from a medical background as well as a faith background and alternative medicine background, how did you really get into all of the intensity of healing ministry?
Well, even as a very small child, Jesus was an important part of my life. He showed me love and compassion as a little girl. And that is what literally drove me into the medical field. We all know that medicine is a very technical field, and you have to be very good with the technical parts of the field, but it was really the heart that drove me to want to take care of patients and heal. So I was the kind of medical student and doctor that would hug her patients, and if you wanted someone who you felt safe with and secure as well taken care of for your health issue, I was the person that you would go to.
So it was more than just the technical. There was an ethos and a pathos and a compassion that communicated as well.
And I had a great medical career. I've been on the Stanford University School of Medicine clinical faculty, and I'm currently doing a prayer and healing ministry at Stanford through their Office of Religious Life, which is very unusual.
Yeah, it's a pretty liberal university.
It's completely secular. And I actually do a prayer and healing ministry at the school.
So then what's the response to that? Because here you are at Stanford, and they are training medical doctors, not to pray for people, but to use medicine, traditional medicine, to heal or to control symptoms. So how does that all play out for you?
Well, what happened that was life-changing for me was that I didn't realize that during the years that I was doing medical practice, I had kind of a ministry already that was based on kingdom principles, on love and compassion and caring. But 6 years ago, God guided me to go into ministry and to become ordained. And at that point, my life completely changed. After I became ordained as a minister, many of the hospitals in the San Francisco area opened up. And I started to pray for people in the critical care units, in the ICU, the burn units, and I saw incredible miracles of God with almost everyone that I prayed for.
What were some of the testimonies that kind of stand out right now in your mind?
Oh my goodness, there are thousands of them. I literally saw what would be an army of quadriplegics walk. And that's impossible medically. You all know that when you're quadriplegic, you basically have no function below the shoulders. Most people who are quadriplegic have either had a fracture of the neck, they've broken their neck, or they've had a spinal cord tumor or injury of some kind, and they have no feeling and no ability to move their arms and legs. So what you have is a life where you're going to be on a breathing machine for the rest of your life, and you're going to be in a wheelchair where you literally have no use of your arms even with the wheelchair. And what I saw God do was literally heal so many quadriplegics that I can't even, in trying to make a list, it's hard to even compile a whole list. There's so many. So I've seen many quadriplegics walk, quadriplegics who are bowling now. I have pictures of quadriplegics who are climbing mountains. So it's incredible. I mean, they're probably more athletic than I am.
So Dr. Susan, I know that must set the stage then for you to share the gospel. Are you able to witness to these people and bring them to faith in Christ?
It's incredible. It's so special what I've seen. I've prayed over many people who are already believers and who are devoted Christians. In fact, I've had some people say, if you're not a believer in Jesus, I don't even want you to pray for me, which is very touching to me. But also I've prayed over many people who are non-believers or who believe in, the other religions that are, not Jesus, not the true path. And what I've seen is as God heals them, they are completely touched and they come to the Lord, and they're never the same.
Tell us about what you're looking to implement and start with the medical healing schools, is that then going to introduce God's power to heal to the medical community, or is it introducing medical aspects of healing to the faith community, or how's that going to work?
Well, it's amazing. It's doing everything. And what we've seen in the San Francisco area is it's resonating so strongly in our area that we're seeing groups coming together that normally don't come together.
Cross paths, yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing coming to be part of our project. Healing rooms, houses of prayers, home churches, charismatic churches. We're having mainstream churches along with charismatic, which is just something you never see.
Right.
We have ministers from Stanford, where I do ministry at the school. They're part of our teaching faculty. Various ministries that are either local or international, and they're all coming into our project and becoming part of it. They're joining our teaching faculty. We're the first program in the whole United States that is combining a supernatural ministry school with foundational medical training, where people who come through the program are going to learn about the human body. If they're praying over the human body, they're going to know what they're praying over. They're going to know where, where's your liver, where's your spleen, what does it do? They're going to know some foundation. Not as a doctor has to know, but as a healer would know. So we have many doctors that are teaching in our program.
Wonderful.
And it's very exciting.
Awesome.
Nurses, doctors, ministers, people doing inner healing.
People that normally wouldn't be kind of getting together to share their
trade
or their craft or their wisdom. We're going to be right back with Dr. Susan Lark Richards in just a moment to talk about some healthy living tips and the power of God when it comes to healing. Stay with us.